Picture yourself at the base of a towering mountain, its summit shrouded in thick, unyielding clouds. The path ahead is steep, jagged, and barely visible. Your legs tremble at the thought of the climb. Why even start? The weight of excuses presses down on you, heavier than any backpack. Time is scarce. Energy is drained, the journey feels impossible. But here's the raw truth: that mountain is your strength, your transformation, and every excuse is just a stone you've piled at your own feet. You're not here to gaze at the peak from below. You're here to climb one step, one workout, one day at a time. Welcome to the battle against your own barriers, the first chapter in your journey of no excuses. Just you and one workout a day to get stronger. This isn't about perfection or instant results. It's about understanding what holds you back from lacing up those shoes, from stepping into the arena of your own growth. Feel the fire stirring within you. That mountain isn't just a challenge, it's a call. Will you answer? Let's strip away the excuses and uncover the power that's been waiting for you all along. Meet Sarah, a 34-year-old marketing manager with a schedule tighter than a clenched fist. Her days are a blur of meetings, emails, and deadlines. I'd love to work out, she sighs at the end of another 12-hour grind, collapsing onto her couch. But when I don't have a second to spare. Yet as the TV flickers on her phone lights up with endless scrolls, 2 hours vanish into memes, news feeds, and mindless chatter. The irony cuts deep. The time she swore didn't exist was right there, slipping through her fingers like sand. Sarah's story is yours, isn't it? You felt that exhaustion, that pull to unwind with distractions. You tell yourself tomorrow will be different, but the cycle repeats. The mountain looms larger each day you delay. The summit, your strength, your energy, your confidence fades further into the clouds. But what if Sarah had paused? What if instead of scrolling, she'd chosen just 20 minutes to move push-ups by the couch, a brisk walk around the block? That first step wouldn't have been easy, but it would have been hers. The lesson burns bright: time isn't your enemy, your choices are. The mountain doesn't care about your schedule. It waits. Will you climb or keep stacking excuses at the base? Now picture Jake, a 28-year-old who's never set foot in a gym. He's carried extra weight for years, and the thought of working out sparks a storm of fear. Everyone will stare, he mutters, imagining chiseled athletes sneering at his every clumsy move. I don't even know where to start. I'll look like a fool. So he stays home safe in his comfort while his body aches for change. The gym doors remain unopened, a barrier as daunting as a sheer cliff on that mountain path. Maybe you've stood in Jake's shoes, paralyzed by the thought of judgment. You see the summit, health, vitality, pride, but the first step feels like a leap into a void. What Jake didn't see was that the gym isn't a stage, it's a forge. Those perfect bodies he feared. They started as beginners, too trembling with doubt. If Jake had taken that first step, even just to walk on a treadmill for 10 minutes, he'd have felt the ground shift beneath him. The lesson here echoes through the clouds. The only judgment that matters is the one you place on yourself. The mountain doesn't mock your stumbles, it rewards your courage. Step forward. The summit is waiting. Let's pause and look at the load you bear. Excuses are stones, each one small on its own, but together they build a wall between you and your potential. I'm too tired, I'm too busy, I'm not ready. How many of these have you whispered to yourself, each word piling higher until the mountain seems unclimbable? But here's a truth as old as the earth itself: those stones aren't chained to you. You choose to carry them. Think of your excuses as a river cutting through rock. At first they flow gently, barely noticeable. But over time, they carve deep grooves, paths of habit that trap you in stillness. What if you dam that river today? What if instead of letting no time or no confidence wash over you, you build a bridge of action? The mountain doesn't move for you, but it reveals its paths to those who dare to climb. Pain, doubt, fear, they're not barriers. They're the very terrain you must master. How many summits have you missed because you feared the climb strip away the weight? One workout one day, that's all it takes to start. The summit of your strength is hidden in clouds, isn't it? You can't see the end of this journey, and that invisibility breeds hesitation. Why toil when the reward isn't guaranteed? Why sweat when the peak feels so far? But let me challenge you with this: the clouds aren't a curse, they're a shield. They protect you from being overwhelmed by the full scope of the climb. Your job isn't to see the top, it's to trust the path. Consider the mountain as a sculptor and yourself as raw stone. Each step, each workout chips away at the excess, revealing the masterpiece within. You don't need to know how many steps remain. You only need to take the next one. As Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow, rich desire is the starting point of all achievement, not a hope, not a wish, but a keen, pulsating desire which transcends everything. Let that desire be your compass through the fog. The clouds will part, but only for those who keep moving. Ask yourself, are you waiting for clarity, or are you creating it with every drop of sweat? When the excuse of no time creeps in, stop. Breathe. You're not powerless against the clock. You're its master. Start by auditing your day with ruthless honesty. Track one evening how many minutes slip into social media, TV, or aimless tasks. That's your window. You don't need hours, you need 20 minutes. A quick circuit of bodyweight exercises, squats, push-ups, planks right in your living room. No gym, no gear, just you. Set a timer. Commit to one workout no matter how small. As James Clear advises in Atomic Habits, make it so easy you can't say no. Stack this habit onto something you already do, post-dinner pre-shower. When the voice of fatigue whispers, counter it with one question. Can I give 20 minutes to build my future? The mountain doesn't demand a sprint. It asks for a step. Take it today. Tomorrow take another. Time isn't stolen from you. It's offered. Seize it. If the fear of being seen of failing publicly holds you back, let's reframe it. You don't need a gym to start climbing your mountain. Begin in your own space, your bedroom, your backyard. Download a beginner's workout app or follow a free video online. Focus on one movement at a time, 10 squats, 5 push-ups. That's your victory for day one. When you're ready to step into a gym or a class, remember this: no one is watching as closely as you think. Wear headphones, keep your eyes on your own path, and treat every rep as a brick in your foundation. As Tony Robbins once said, the only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. Commit to showing up, not to impressing others. The mountain doesn't judge your form, it measures your resolve. Start small, start private if you must, but start. That's how you shatter the illusion of judgment. There's a sacredness in the first step up the mountain, a quiet rebellion against every excuse you've ever made. That step isn't about speed or strength, it's about defiance. You're telling the weight of can't that it doesn't own you. You're proving to yourself that the summit, though hidden, is worth pursuing. Have you ever considered how much power lies in simply beginning? Think of your journey as a seed breaking through soil. It doesn't know the height of the tree it will become. It only knows the urge to push upward. Your first workout, however short, however imperfect, is that seed cracking open. It's messy, it's hard, but it's alive. The clouds above may obscure the peak, but they can't erase the ground you've gained. Each day, each rep builds momentum. How long will you wait to plant that seed? The mountain is patient, but your potential hungers for now. Move, begin, rise. You've stood at the base of your mountain long enough, weighed down by excuses of time, fear, and doubt. You've seen through Sarah's story that time isn't lost, it's chosen. Through Jake's hesitation, you've felt the sting of judgment, but also the freedom of stepping past it. The summit remains hidden in clouds, but that's no reason to stay still. The takeaway of this journey's first chapter is clear: the barriers to your strength are not external. They're the stones you've gathered, the walls you've built. Tear them down, one workout a day, that's your hammer. The path ahead will deepen, testing your grit and reshaping your resolve. In the next stretch, we'll forge tools to make each step steadier, each climb stronger. But for now, hold this truth close: the mountain doesn't bow to your excuses, but it yields to your will. Start today. Take that first step, no matter how small, and let it echo through the clouds. Final mantra: step forward. The summit waits beyond the mist. Picture this: a blacksmith stands before a cold, unyielding slab of raw metal. The hammer in their hand feels heavy. The forge blazes with untamed heat, and the first strike, barely a tap, seems laughably small against the task ahead. What can one weak blow do to shape a masterpiece? Yet that first strike sparks the transformation. It's not about power, it's about beginning. And so it is with you. Right now you stand at the edge of your own forge, facing the raw material of your life. The theme of no excuses, just you and one workout a day to get stronger, burns within you, but doubt creeps in. Can one small effort, a mere 10 push-ups, a brisk walk, really change anything? I'm here to tell you, it can. That first strike, no matter how imperfect, is the moment you claim your power. Let's ignite that fire together. Feel the weight of possibility in your hands. You don't need perfection, you need action. Welcome to the first strike of the hammer, where we embrace the power of starting small. Work out one day, one step towards strength. Let's step into the life of someone like you. Meet Alex, a 30-something office worker, drowning in the monotony of endless emails and late-night deadlines. Their body aches from sitting too long, their energy drained by stress. One evening, scrolling through fitness videos, Alex feels a pang of longing for the strength they once had. But gyms intimidate them, and elaborate routines seem impossible with their schedule. Then a thought cuts through the fog. Just 10 push-ups. I can do that. It's a small promise, almost embarrassingly simple. The first night, Alex drops to the floor, arms trembling by the 5th rep, chest barely grazing the ground. They laugh at how weak they feel, but they finish. 10. Done. The next night they hesitate, why bother, but something stubborn stirs within. They do it again. 10 shaky push-ups. Weeks pass and something shifts. Those 10 push-ups, once a struggle, become smoother. Alex notices their shoulders feel broader, their breath less ragged. On a whim, they try 15 one night and succeed. The momentum builds like a quiet fire. It's not just their body changing, it's their mind. They start standing taller at work, tackling challenges with a grit they forgot they had. That first strike of the hammer, the decision to do just 10, felt insignificant in the moment, but it was the spark that forged their transformation. Alex learned that strength isn't born in grand gestures, it's hammered out in small, relentless blows. And so can yours be. One workout, one day, that's all it takes to start. Now imagine Maria, a single parent juggling a demanding job and 2 young kids. Her days are a whirlwind of school drop-offs, meetings, and bedtime battles. Energy. It's a distant memory buried under exhaustion. She sees her reflection one morning and barely recognizes the tired eyes staring back. I used to run, she thinks, a bittersweet ache in her chest. But who has time for that now? Then one day at work, Maria decides to use her lunch break differently. Instead of scrolling on her phone, she laces up old sneakers and steps outside for a quick walk around the block. Just 10 minutes. Her legs feel heavy at first, her mind races with to-do lists, but the fresh air hits like a wave. She returns to her desk, heart pumping, a faint glow of sweat on her brow. She feels alive. That walk becomes her daily ritual. 10 minutes, then 15. Some days the kids are with her, giggling as they race ahead. Other days it's her solitary escape, a chance to breathe. Maria discovers energy she thought was lost forever. She's not just walking, she's reclaiming herself one step at a time. Like the blacksmith's first strike on cold metal, that initial walk seemed trivial against the mountain of her responsibilities. But it began the shaping of something stronger, a body with stamina, a mind with clarity. Maria's lesson echoes for you. No matter how packed your life is, one small workout can be your turning point. Start where you are. Strike now. Let's pause and reflect. Why does starting small feel so hard? Why does the idea of one workout a day, 10 push-ups, a short walk, seem both too little and too much? It's because we've been conditioned to crave instant results, to believe that transformation must be loud and dramatic. But look at the blacksmith. Their first strike doesn't split the metal in two. It barely leaves a dent. Yet without that blow, the sword, the shield, the masterpiece remains a dream. So it is with your strength. That first workout, imperfect as it may be, is your declaration of intent. It's you telling the world and yourself that you're ready to forge something new. Consider this: how many times have you delayed your own becoming because the first step felt too small to matter? How often have you dismissed the power of a single spark because it wasn't yet a wildfire? The truth is, every mountain you've ever climbed began with one unsteady step. Every river carved through stone started with a trickle. Your journey to strength is no different. One workout a day isn't just an action, it's a promise. It's the hammer meeting metal, the moment you choose to shape your life. As Jim Rohn once said, success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Embrace the smallness of your start. Let it be your strength. That first strike is where your power begins to glow. Now let's dig deeper. You might fear that your first workout won't be enough, that your form will be sloppy, your stamina weak, your effort laughable. But here, this imperfection is not your enemy. It's your forge. Just as the blacksmith doesn't craft a perfect blade on the first strike, you don't build strength in a single day. Each clumsy push-up, each breathless lap is a blow that shapes you. The heat of effort, the grind of showing up, these are what temper your resolve. Think of your body as raw metal. It's not meant to be flawless from the start. It's meant to be worked, hammered, refined. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what if my flaws are the very tools I need to grow? What if every stumble is a lesson, every ache a sign of progress? The blacksmith doesn't curse the metal for being rough. They strike it again, knowing each blow brings them closer to mastery. So don't curse your early struggles. Welcome them. Let that first workout, no matter how imperfect, be the heat that starts to mold you. Your strength isn't in perfection, it's in persistence. Keep striking. The shape of your future is already forming beneath your hands. Let's get practical. You're ready to start, but doubt lingers. How do you ensure that one workout a day becomes your reality? First, make it small, ridiculously small if needed. Commit to just 5 minutes, 10 push-ups, a walk to the corner and back. The goal isn't to impress, it's to act. Write this commitment down. Put it somewhere you can't ignore, a sticky note on your mirror, a reminder on your phone. Tell yourself, this is my first strike. This matters. Second, anchor it to a habit you already have. Do your workout right after brushing your teeth or during a lunch break. Tie it to a routine so it feels less like a choice and more like a rhythm. Third, expect resistance. Your mind will whisper excuses: too tired, too busy, too late. When that happens, pause, breathe. Ask yourself, can I do just 1 minute? You'll find the answer is yes. That minute often turns into more. Remember, as Charles Duhigg wrote in The Power of Habits, small wins are a steady application of a small advantage. Stack those wins. Your first strike isn't about force, it's about showing up. Start today, right now. Here's another tool to keep your hammer swinging. Track your progress, but not with harsh judgment, with curiosity. Grab a notebook or an app and jot down what you did each day. 10 push-ups on Monday, a 12-minute walk on Tuesday. Note how you feel too. Did your legs burn? Did a spark of pride flicker over weeks? You'll see the metal of your life taking shape. Those 10 push-ups might become 20. That walk might stretch longer. But more than numbers, you'll notice your energy sharpening, your confidence hardening. When doubt creeps in, and it will flip back through your notes. See how far that first strike has brought you. Use it as fuel. If a day slips by without a workout, don't spiral. Write it down, then recommit the next day. The blacksmith doesn't abandon the forge after a missed blow. They return with renewed focus. So should you. This tracking isn't about perfection, it's about proof. Proof that small actions build unstoppable momentum. One workout, one day. That's your path. Keep a record of every strike and watch your strength emerge. Finally, let's reflect on momentum, the invisible force that turns a single strike into a symphony of creation. When you commit to one workout a day, you're not just moving your body, you're stoking a fire within. Think of momentum as the heat of the forge. At first, it's barely warm, a faint glow from that initial blow. But each day you show up, each time you choose action over excuses, the heat builds. Soon it's a roaring blaze, impossible to ignore. Your body adapts, your mind sharpens, and suddenly you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Ask yourself, how long have I underestimated the power of small, steady efforts? How often have I quenched my own fire by waiting for the perfect moment? The truth is, there is no perfect moment, only this one. One workout a day is your kindling. It's the spark that builds into something fierce and unstoppable. As Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow, rich do not wait, the time will never be just right. Start where you stand and work with whatever tools you may have at your command. Your tool is your will. Your starting point is today. Let momentum be your fire. Keep striking and watch how it transforms you. As we close this chapter of the first strike of the hammer, let's stand together in the heat of the forge. You've seen through Alex and Maria that one small workout, 10 push-ups, a quick walk, can be the spark that reshapes your life. You felt through reflection that imperfection is your ally, momentum, your fire, and that first blow your declaration of power. The key lesson here is clear starting small. No matter how imperfect is the foundation of strength. It's not about grand beginnings, it's about consistent, deliberate action. One workout, one day. That's the hammer in your hand. You don't need to see the finished blade yet, just trust that each strike is crafting it. As we move forward, prepare to explore how these small strikes build into unshakable habits, how the metal of your resolve hardens with time. For now, hold this truth close. Transformation begins with a single imperfect blow. Strike today. Let it echo. Final mantra, swing the hammer. Your strength is forged in the first strike. Picture a river relentless and unyielding, carving its path through ancient stone. The rock stands firm, a wall of resistance, yet drop by drop, day by day, the water wears it down, shaping canyons from sheer will. That's you right now, facing the towering obstacles of doubt and discomfort in your journey of strength. You're not just building a body, you're forging a spirit. In this chapter of No Excuses, Just You and One, work out a day to get stronger, we dive into the heart of persistence. How do you push through when every muscle screams to stop? How do you stand firm when life's chaos threatens to sweep you off course? Here in Carving Through Resistance, you'll uncover strategies to overcome the inevitable doubts and physical pain that test your resolve. Feel the weight of this moment. You're not just surviving, you're cutting your own path, one workout at a time. Let's begin. Imagine waking up to a body that feels like it's been forged in a furnace. Every muscle aches, every joint protests. You've been at this for weeks, committing to one workout a day, no excuses. But today, after yesterday's grueling session, your legs tremble as you stand. Soreness is a cruel companion, whispering for you to rest, to skip, to break the streak. You stare at your gym bag, the weight of it mirroring the doubt in your mind. Just one day off, the voice pleads. But you pause. You remember why you started. This isn't just about muscle. It's about proving to yourself that you don't bend under pressure. So you adapt. You can't lift heavy today, but you can move. You drop to the floor for a modified workout, bodyweight squats at half the usual reps, slow push-ups that burn with every inch. Sweat drips and pain sharpens, but something else rises within you, defiance. Each rep is a strike against resistance, each breath a declaration that you won't be stopped. By the end, your body still aches, but your spirit soars. You've kept the streak alive, not with perfection, but with persistence. This is the river cutting through stone. Resistance, whether it's soreness or self-doubt, looms large, but your daily effort, no matter how small, erodes its power. As Napoleon Hill once said, strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. You didn't just work out today. You carved deeper into your resolve. The lesson echoes consistency, even in modified form, is your weapon. Keep showing up and no barrier will stand forever. Now picture a day that unravels before it even begins. You wake to a flood of emails, urgent deadlines, and a schedule packed tighter than a clenched fist. Stress coils around you like a serpent, squeezing out any thought of self-care. Your workout, that one sacred act of strength, feels like a luxury you can't afford. I'll do it tomorrow, you tell yourself, the excuse slipping out as easily as breath. But as the day drags on, you feel control slipping away. Life is dictating your moves and you're just reacting. Then in a fleeting moment of clarity, you stop. You remember the promise, one workout a day, no excuses. You don't have an hour, but you have 10 minutes. You don't need a gym, you have the floor beneath you. So in the middle of your chaotic day, you drop for a quick bodyweight routine, planks that steady your shaking nerves, lunges that ground your scattered thoughts. Your heart races not from stress, but from power. 10 minutes and the serpent of chaos loosens its grip. You've reclaimed your day not by escaping life's demands, but by asserting your will over them. Here again is the river's lesson. Life's resistance is a jagged stone, sharp with stress and distraction, but your daily persistence, however brief, cuts through. You don't need ideal conditions, you need unyielding resolve. As Jim Rohn wisely noted, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. That 10-minute routine wasn't just exercise, it was a stand against surrender. The takeaway burns bright, even on the hardest days, one small act of effort keeps you moving forward. Let's sit with this truth for a moment. Resistance is not your enemy, it's your teacher. Every ache in your body, every whisper of doubt in your mind, every chaotic day that threatens to derail you, These are not signs to stop, but invitations to grow. Think of yourself as that river ceaseless in its flow. The stone before you is unmovable at first glance, a wall of physical discomfort and mental hesitation. Yet what seems impenetrable today begins to crack under the steady drip of your daily effort. How often have you let resistance convince you that you're not enough? How many times have you paused at the edge of pain, fearing it would break you, only to realize it was shaping you? Pain and doubt are not barriers. They are the raw materials of your transformation. Like a sculptor chipping away at marble, each workout reveals more of who you can become. The river doesn't rage against the stone, it persists, patient and deliberate. So must you. When soreness bites, when life overwhelms, remember that resistance is temporary, but surrender is a choice. Your strength isn't built in comfort, it's forged in the struggle. Embrace the grind, for it's the very thing that carves your path to greatness. Let each day's effort, no matter how small, be a testament to your refusal to stop. The stone will yield. It always does. There's a quiet magic in the number one. One workout, one day, one choice. In a world that demands grand gestures and instant results, it's easy to overlook the potency of a single act. But consider this, a river isn't made of tsunamis. It's made of countless drops, each one insignificant on its own, yet unstoppable together. What if the secret to overcoming doubt and discomfort lies not in monumental efforts, but in the steady rhythm of showing up just once every day? What have you dismissed as too small that could be the very key to your breakthrough? Your journey to strength isn't a sprint, it's a pilgrimage. Each workout, whether it's a full hour of intensity or 10 minutes of grit, is a step on that sacred path. Resistance will roar, your body will ache, your mind will waver, your circumstances will conspire against you. But one workout a day is your rebellion against all of it. It's your way of saying, I'm still here. I'm still carving my way. Like a seed pushing through hardened soil, your daily persistence defies the odds. It doesn't matter if today's effort feels small, it matters that it exists. Over time, these single acts stack into something unbreakable. Trust the power of one. It's enough to wear down any stone. When your body rebels with soreness or fatigue, the temptation to skip is a siren's call. But you can navigate this storm with deliberate steps. First, pause before you decide to quit. Ask yourself, is this pain a signal of injury or just discomfort? If it's the latter, you have options. Modify your workout, drop the weights, reduce the reps, or switch to low-impact movements like stretching or walking. The goal isn't perfection, it's presence. Show up even if it's for 15 minutes of gentle motion. That act alone keeps the river flowing. Second, prepare for these moments in advance. Keep a list of minimal effort workouts handy. Think 10 push-ups, a quick plank, or bodyweight squats. When fatigue strikes, you don't need to think, just act. Finally, honor your body's need for recovery without breaking your streak. Pair your modified workout with intentional rest, hydrate, foam roll, or sleep early. As Tony Robbins often emphasizes, it's not the lack of resources, it's your lack of resourcefulness that stops you. Use what you have: time, space, willpower to keep moving. Resistance will test you, but with these tools, you'll carve through it one day at a time. Life's chaos can drown your resolve, leaving you too drained to even consider a workout. But you can reclaim control with simple, actionable steps. Start by anchoring your day with a non-negotiable commit to one workout, no matter how brief. When stress mounts, stop and breathe. Take 30 seconds to center yourself. Then choose the smallest possible action. Can't get to the gym? Do a 5-minute routine in your living room, jumping jacks, sit-ups, anything to move. The act itself shifts your mindset from victim to victor. Next, reframe your workout as a reset, not a burden. It's not another task on your endless list. It's your moment to take back power. Keep a trigger ready if you feel overwhelmed. Tie your workout to a habit like doing 10 squats after brushing your teeth. Lastly, celebrate the win, no matter how small. Finished 5 minutes. That's a triumph. Write it down or say it aloud, I did it. This builds momentum. Resistance thrives on overwhelm, but your daily persistence, even in microdoses, cuts through. Keep showing up. You're stronger than the storm. In carving through resistance, we've walked through the fire of doubt and discomfort together, learning that strength isn't born from ease, but from persistence. You've seen how soreness can't stop you when you adapt, How chaos can't derail you when you reclaim control with even the smallest act. The river's lesson holds true. Resistance is fierce, whether it's aching muscles or a mind weighed down by life's demands, but your daily effort wears it down. The key takeaway: burns bright. Consistency, not perfection, is your greatest weapon. One workout a day, no excuses, carves your path to strength, reshaping not just your body but your will. As we move forward, prepare to build on this foundation, exploring how to sustain this momentum, even when the journey grows steeper. For now, hold this truth close. You are the river. Resistance is just stone. Keep flowing, keep cutting, keep carving. Final mantra: flow relentlessly. The stone will break before you do. Picture yourself on a jagged cliff, the ocean raging below as a storm tears through the night. Waves crash with unrelenting fury, and the wind howls, threatening to sweep you into the abyss. Yet amidst this chaos, a lighthouse stands, unyielding its beam, cutting through the darkness, a solitary guide, a promise of safety. That lighthouse is your daily workout, your anchor when life's tempests strike. You are not just building muscle or endurance, you are forging mental resilience, a shield against the storms that threaten to derail you. In this moment, within the journey of no excuses, just you and one, work out a day to get stronger, we dive into the heart of standing firm. Life will test you with crises and setbacks, but your commitment to that one daily act of strength becomes your beacon. Are you ready to hold steady, to let that light guide you through the turmoil? Let's step into the storm together and emerge unshaken. Imagine this: your phone buzzes late at night with news that fractures your world. A family member is in the hospital, and the weight of worry crushes your chest. The next morning, your mind is a whirlwind: errands to run, calls to make, emotions to bury just to keep moving. Your daily workout, that sacred 20 minutes you've carved out, feels like a distant luxury. Why bother when the world is crumbling? But something inside you stirs a quiet voice that refuses to let chaos win. You lace up your shoes, step into the garage, and push through a set of bodyweight squats. Your heart pounds not just from exertion, but from release. Sweat mixes with unspoken fears, and for those fleeting minutes, you reclaim control. The crisis hasn't vanished, but you've grounded yourself in routine, a lighthouse piercing the fog of despair. This isn't just about exercise, it's about reclaiming your footing when life tries to sweep you under. That brief workout becomes your rebellion against helplessness. You don't solve the crisis in those moments, but you remind yourself that you are still standing, still fighting. As Brené Brown writes in Daring Greatly, courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. You showed up for yourself that day, not with grand gestures, but with one small defiant act. The lesson shines clear: your daily workout is your beacon, a steady light that holds firm no matter how fierce the storm. It anchors you, reminding you that even in chaos, you have the power to choose strength over surrender. Now picture a different battle. You've been consistent, hitting your workouts day after day, feeling the surge of progress. Then a misstep on a run twists your ankle, and pain shoots through you like lightning. The doctor's words sting worse than the injury. Rest it, no heavy activity for weeks. Frustration burns hot. You've built this habit, this promise to yourself, and now your body betrays you. The temptation to quit whispers, "What's the point? You've lost your streak." But deep down, you know giving up isn't who you are. So you adapt. You sit on the floor with a resistance band moving, slowly focusing on light stretches and upper body work. Each motion is a quiet victory, a refusal to let injury define you. Your workout isn't what it was, but it's still yours. This is resilience in action, bending without breaking, finding a way when the path seems blocked. Your daily commitment becomes that lighthouse, its beam, unwavering even when the storm of injury rages. You learn that strength isn't just in pushing harder, it's in showing up however small the step. The takeaway echoes like a drumbeat: your workout, no matter how modified, keeps you tethered to your purpose. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Through this, you stand firm, proving to yourself that no setback can dim your inner light. Let's pause and look deeper. Life's chaos isn't a barrier, it's a crucible. Every crisis, every unexpected blow is a storm meant to test the foundation you've built. Your daily workout isn't just a physical act, it's a declaration of resilience, a vow that you will not be swayed by the gales of circumstance. Think of yourself as that lighthouse rooted in rock, unmovable, even as waves shatter against you. What is it about turmoil that makes us forget our strength? Why do we let the winds of doubt howl louder than our own resolve? The truth is, the storm isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. It reveals what you're made of, stripping away excuses until all that's left is you, raw, real, and ready to rise. Your one workout a day becomes more than a habit in these moments. It transforms into a ritual of defiance. When family crises strike or injuries slow you, that act of moving your body is your way of saying, I am still here. I will not be broken. It's a reminder that resilience isn't built in calm waters, but in the heart of the tempest. Like a river carving through stone, your persistence shapes you over time, not through force, but through steady, unrelenting flow. So embrace the storm. Let it rage. Your light, your commitment will not flicker. It stands firm, guiding you back to yourself no matter how dark the night becomes. Consider this in a world of endless variables, where change is the only constant, what keeps you steady. How often have you been tossed by life's currents, searching for something to hold on to? The answer lies in your daily workout, that singular anchor you've forged through commitment. It's not about the weight you lift or the miles you run. It's about the promise you keep to yourself. Like a lighthouse enduring centuries of storms, your habit stands as a testament to your will. It's a fixed point in a shifting sea, a reminder that you control at least one thing when everything else feels out of reach. This anchor doesn't just hold you in place, it transforms you. Each day you show up, you rebuild your mental fortress brick by brick. Chaos may swirl deadlines, conflicts, unexpected blows, but your workout cuts through it all, a beam of clarity in the haze. As Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow Rich, Strength and Growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. Your struggle isn't in the chaos itself, it's in choosing to stand firm when every instinct screams to retreat. That choice made daily turns turmoil into triumph. So ask yourself, what storm are you facing right now? And how will your anchor hold you steady? Let your workout be your light, unwavering, guiding you through the darkest of nights. When life's storms hit, your mind can become your greatest foe, whispering doubts and excuses. But you can forge a shield of resilience with simple, deliberate steps. First, anticipate the chaos. Life will always throw curveballs, acknowledge this truth now. When a crisis looms, don't wait for motivation to strike. Act on commitment. Set a non-negotiable rule: no matter what, you'll do something, even if it's 5 minutes of stretching. Write this promise down somewhere visible, a sticky note on your mirror, a reminder on your phone. Let it stare back at you when doubt creeps in. Second, reframe the struggle. Instead of seeing a workout as a burden during tough times, view it as your release. Tell yourself, this is my moment to breathe, to reclaim control. Finally, celebrate the small wins. Did you move today, even when everything felt heavy? That's a victory. Mark it, journal it, tell a friend, or simply nod to yourself in the mirror. These micro triumphs build momentum, turning resilience into instinct. Remember, your lighthouse doesn't need to blaze with intensity every day. It just needs to shine. Keep showing up and you'll weather any storm. Injuries or physical setbacks can feel like betrayal, but they don't have to break your streak. Adaptation is your weapon. Start by consulting a professional doctor or therapist to understand your limits. Then redefine your workout. If running is out, can you do seated exercises? If weights are too much, can you focus on mobility or breathing exercises? The goal isn't intensity, it's consistency. Set a new baseline, even if it's just 10 minutes of gentle movement. Use this as your lighthouse, a smaller beam, but still a guide. Next, protect your mindset. Don't compare today's effort to yesterday's peak. Ask yourself, am I honoring my promise to myself? If the answer is yes, you've won. Track your progress in a notebook or app, noting how you adapted each day. This isn't about ego, it's about proof that you didn't quit. Lastly, be patient. Healing takes time, but every small movement keeps your habit alive. As Jim Rohn once said, success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Adapt, persist, and let your daily act, however small, keep your light burning through the storm. Standing firm in the storm isn't about avoiding life's chaos. It's about facing it head-on with unyielding resolve. You've seen how a family crisis can threaten to drown you, yet a brief workout becomes your lifeline, grounding you in routine. You've felt the sting of injury, yet through adaptation, You've kept your promise alive. These moments teach us that mental resilience isn't a gift, it's a choice forged in the heat of struggle. Your daily workout, that one act of strength, stands as your lighthouse, a beacon that holds steady no matter how fierce the tempest rages. The key lesson resonates. Deep resilience is built by showing up day after day, even when the world screams for you to stop. As we move forward, let this truth carry you into the next challenge, where new storms await and your light will shine even brighter. Final mantra: stand firm. Your beacon burns through any storm. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast chasm, the wind howling through the void before you. On the other side lies a version of yourself you barely recognize, stronger, bolder, unbreakable. Between you and that vision stretches an unfinished bridge, each stone a testament to a single day's effort, a single workout carved from grit and will. How many times did you doubt you could lay even one? How many mornings did you almost turn back? Yet here you are, reflecting on a transformation from sporadic bursts of effort to unshakable discipline. This is no mere physical journey, it's the forging of your spirit, a path built stone by stone through one workout a day. You've crossed farther than you ever dreamed, and now you're called to inspire others to take their first step. Welcome to the bridge to unbreakable strength. Let's walk it together, you and I, under the banner of no excuses. Feel the weight of every stone you've placed. They are your proof. They are your power. Remember when you scoffed at the idea of change? You, the one who rolled your eyes at fitness gurus and dismissed daily workouts as a fad for the obsessed. Mornings were for snoozing, not sweating. Excuses were your armor. Too busy, too tired, too out of shape to even start. But something shifted. Maybe it was a moment of raw honesty in the mirror, or a quiet ache for more than mediocrity. You started small, one push-up, one walk one day. You stumbled often, yet each effort was a stone laid on your bridge to strength. Fast forward to today. You're not just stronger in body, you're a force of resolve. Your friend Mark notices. He's where you once were, cynical, stuck, drowning in reasons not to try. Over coffee, he grumbles about his weight, his stress, his endless tomorrows. You don't preach, you don't lecture, you simply share your story, how you dragged yourself out of bed on days you felt like crumbling, how each workout, no matter how small, built a piece of your path. It's not about perfection, you tell him. It's about showing up, one day, one move. That's all it takes to start your bridge. He hesitates, but your quiet confidence, born of months of discipline, plants a seed. The next week he texts you, did 10 squats today. Felt stupid, but I did it. You smile. You've not just built your bridge, you've become a guide for someone else to lay their first stone. The lesson here is clear. Every workout, every choice to move instead of stall is a stone in your structure. You didn't just transform yourself. You became a lighthouse for others lost in their own fog. Your discipline, once a private battle, now ripples outward, inspiring action in ways you never imagined. Pause for a moment. Look back. 6 months ago, you were a different person. Your body ached from neglect, your mind from doubt. Challenges loomed like unclimbable peaks. Deadlines, failures, the weight of your own excuses. A daily workout. Laughable. You'd try for a week, then quit, blaming time or energy or fate. But one day you made a quiet vow, no more running from yourself. You started with a single workout, maybe a shaky jog or a set of clumsy lunges. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't perfect, but it was yours. Day by day, stone by stone, you built your bridge. Now, standing in front of the mirror, you see more than muscle or endurance. You see a shift in how you face the world. That project at work that once paralyzed you, you tackled it with the same grit you bring to a grueling workout. That fear of failing, it's still there, but it no longer owns you. You've learned to endure, to push through the burn, whether it's in your legs or your life. Each daily sweat carved not just your body, but your outlook. You realize now that strength isn't just physical, it's the quiet certainty that you can weather any storm because you've built a bridge across your own doubts, one workout at a time. The takeaway shines like a beacon. Your bridge to unbreakable strength isn't just about reps or routines. It's about reconstructing how you see every challenge. Each stone, each day you showed up, proved you're capable of more than you believed. You're not just stronger, you're unstoppable. Let's sit for a moment on this bridge you've built. Feel the rough edges of each stone beneath you, each one a memory of a day you could have quit but didn't. Reflect on this transformation from sporadic effort to unshakable discipline. It wasn't a sudden leap, was it? It was a slow, deliberate stacking of choices, one workout one morning, one refusal to let excuses win. Like a river carving through stone over centuries, your consistency shaped something enduring. But how often did you underestimate the power of a single day? How many times did you think one missed workout wouldn't matter? Here's the truth, every stone counts. Every time you laced up your shoes or dropped to the floor for a push-up, you were building more than muscle, you were crafting resilience. Pain wasn't your enemy, it was the hammer shaping your will. Fatigue wasn't a stop sign, it was a test of how badly you wanted to cross to the other side. And now as you look at the span behind you, you see it a path to a stronger you forged, not by grand gestures, but by quiet, stubborn persistence. You've become a builder not just of bridges, but of lives. Your discipline is a flame others can see from miles away, a signal that they too can start laying their stones. Think deeper now. Your bridge isn't just yours anymore. Every stone you've placed, every day you've pushed through, sends a tremor through the world around you. Reflect on this act of inspiring others. You didn't set out to be a hero or a mentor. You were just fighting your own battles, sweating through your own doubts. But strength is contagious. Discipline is a language others can't help but hear. When you rise each day to build your bridge, you silently challenge those watching to do the same. Have you noticed their glances? Have you felt their unspoken questions? How did you do it, and can I? Your journey mirrors the growth of an ancient oak. One seed, one root, one day of reaching for the sun, and over time it becomes a shelter for others. Your daily workouts, once a personal struggle, now stand as proof that transformation is possible. You're not just crossing your chasm, you're showing others that the void isn't endless. Each stone on your bridge whispers to them, start, move, build. You've learned that strength isn't hoarded, it multiplies when shared. So keep going. Your path isn't just leading you to unbreakable strength, it's guiding others to find their own. Let's get practical. Transforming from sporadic effort to unshakable discipline isn't magic, it's method. You've come far, but the bridge isn't finished. Some days the old excuses still creep in, whispering for you to skip, to rest, to wait. Don't listen. Instead, anchor yourself with this simple step: commit to one non-negotiable workout every day, no matter how small. 5 minutes of stretching, 10 jumping jacks, 1 lap around the block. The size doesn't matter, the act does. It's a stone on your bridge, a promise to yourself that you won't turn back. When doubt hits, and it will pause, breathe, ask yourself, what's one thing I can do right now to keep building? Write it down if you must. Seeing your commitment on paper is a contract with your future self. And remember, discipline isn't about feeling ready, it's about acting anyway. As Jim Rohn once said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Make it your daily ritual. Lay that stone no matter the weather in your mind or body. You've proven you can. Keep proving it. Now let's talk about inspiring others, because your bridge isn't just for you. You don't need to shout your story from the rooftops or drag friends to the gym. Strength speaks quietly through action. Start by being consistent. Show up for your daily workout, even when no one's watching. Let your energy, your posture, your quiet resolve do the talking. When someone asks how you've changed, don't overwhelm them with advice. Share one small truth. I just did one thing every day. You can too. Here's a step to amplify your impact: invite without pressure. Ask a friend to join you for a walk or a quick set of exercises, but make it casual. Say, I'm heading out for 10 minutes. Want to come? If they decline, smile and go anyway. Your persistence will linger in their mind. As Stephen Covey wrote in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. So don't push. Be. Your bridge, stone by stone, will inspire them more than words ever could. One last thought as we stand on this bridge. You've reflected on your transformation, on the discipline that now defines you, on the lives you've touched. But look ahead. The chasm still stretches into the mist. Your bridge isn't complete, and it never will be. That's not failure, it's purpose. Each workout, each day you choose to move, adds another stone to a path that leads to heights you can't yet see. What new strength awaits on the other side? What new souls will you inspire to build their own crossing? Think of your journey as a mountain forge, where every drop of sweat tempers your spirit like steel. You've learned that discipline isn't a destination, it's the fire that keeps you alive. Unbreakable strength isn't a trophy to claim, it's a way of being built one choice at a time. So don't stop. The stones you lay today shape not just your tomorrow, but the world's. Keep building. The bridge to unbreakable strength is your legacy, and its span is limitless. You've walked far on this bridge to unbreakable strength, haven't you? You've looked back on a transformation from fleeting effort to ironclad discipline, seen how each daily workout laid a stone on your path, and felt the power of inspiring others to start their own. The takeaway is as solid as the ground beneath you. Strength isn't just in your body, it's in the quiet, relentless choice to show up day after day, no excuses. You've not only reshaped yourself, you've become a spark for others, a living proof that one workout a day can build a life of power. As Napoleon Hill once wrote in Think and Grow Rich, strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. You've lived that truth. Now carry it forward. The next steps on this bridge will test you further, revealing even deeper layers of what you're capable of. Keep walking. Keep building. The other side calls. Final mantra: lay your stone. Build your bridge. Become unbreakable.